So basically, like, I think I was going into bed. I opened my door and just saw like loads of water. So I just went and told my parents, and they were like, oh okay. And we'll have to we had to take off all the carpets and pretty much everything in my room, and we had to put it all on again, like all new stuff. So.
We sat down. We were eating waffles and something else. I remember that. We got a knock on the door, told to basically get out. I can't remember if we had sandbags there already or if we had to go get them. But yeah, we basically left the house. I'm worried about my toys and stuff. Drove to my granddad's because he was safe. So we stayed there for the night and went back at about dinner time, I think. And everything was okay.
On Saturday, January 31st, 1953, people noted a strange yellow tinge to the twilight, strong gusts of wind, and marked a drop in temperature. A combination of a high spring tide and a severe European windstorm caused the sea to flood land up to 5.6 metres above sea level. Sea defences were swept aside by the wall of water which swept into King's Lynn at 6:30 p.m, had reached Hunstanton by 7 p.m, and was powering towards Great Yarmouth by 9 p.m.
Most sea defences facing the surge were overwhelmed, resulting in extensive flooding.
It was the worst natural disaster Britain experienced during the 20th century. Low-lying housing of England's east coast was devastated by the huge tidal surge, which left 307 people dead and 40,000 homeless. Over 1,600 kilometres of coastline was damaged, and the sea walls were breached in 1,200 places. The damage is estimated as £50 million in 1953 prices, approximately £1.2 billion at 2013 prices.
Mr. Sad and 3 other firefighters are called to Bells Marsh Road in Gorleston, where frantic families in prefabricated bungalows were in serious danger due to rising water.
Firefighter Fred Sad became a national hero after he was awarded the George Medal for saving the lives of 27 people as Great Yarmouth and Gorleston bore the brunt of the flood waters.
Whole families were lifted to safety on the back and shoulders of Mr. Sad. And the inquest later found that the worst consequences of this disaster might have been avoided if warning had been sent down to the East Coast.
In the UK, the Permanent Secretary to the Home Office, Sir Frank Newsom, coordinated the immediate efforts to defend homes, save lives, and recover after the floods. After the flooding, the government made major investments in new sea defences.
Months later, the whole primary school was lined up in the playground, and each child received a dole of coffee and currants. The currants were from California, and the coffee from the Emperor Salassi.
Norfolk will have 85,000 homes built by 2030, many in Great Yarmouth.
Yes, I have been evacuated from my house from a flood. I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I went to my nanny's for the night, and my mum and dad just have to go out and get sandbags and put all of our electronics and animals upstairs, and I was really scared at that time as well, because I didn't know what actually was going to happen in that.
Because I have my own room outside of my house, and it got flooded on Christmas Eve. I think you just have to try everything you can to stop it. You can't really do much, but you can do some stuff. I don't think it'll be good if anything got flooded, to be honest. But just hope you don't want any of important buildings to get flooded. Or any buildings really,
We are the younger generation. We are going to fight for our future, and it will take a lot of time and convincing. And I think that if we raise awareness on this topic, if we can convince to put more investment into sea defences, for example, my school puts a lot of emphasis on climate change, floods, the videos that they showed us in geography, the damage it causes, and it is horrific. You hear everyone's stories about their own experiences, and it's really sad. But the thing is, you have to realise the reality, it's possible. Because with the increasing temperature, with the effects of climate change, with the rising sea levels, we live in a coastal region, we are the most at risk. This all affects us. It is a very depressing topic when you think about the risks, the losses that you have.
Do you think we could become mermaids if it stayed high enough for long enough?
If we become mermaids?
We could become mermaids.
Yeah, sure, we will become mermaids.
We could get used to it. I mean, we could adapt, we could evolve like dinosaurs.
Yeah, we could.